Hey guys, Kelly, and I'm doing a Storytime video today. And I know we don't do these. I do have a playlist where I've done some other Storytimes, but I want to do Storytime on my ex-best friend, and like what happened with that and all that. Before we get into this, I just want to say I uploaded on my TikTok, so check that out. Link in the description. If you want to hear other stories from me, let me know in the comments, because I have other ones, not just from my friend here that I'm going to be talking about, but from other kids I went to school with, some like kind of crazy stuff. So if you want to hear more stories, let me know in the comments, because I'm ready to spill all the tea. And like, this is something like, it still kind of hurts me till this day, because like we were best friends. So basically, I'm just going to say his name is Josh, and he had twin brother James. I know a lot of people like to change names when they tell stories, but fuck it, I'm just going to go for it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this was like the most, I'd say, like, terrible thing in the world. It was bad, but just bear with me. So me and Josh, we became friends, I'd say, in first grade, right? So we were about like 6. But what's crazy, guys, little side notes, it's gonna be a bunch of side notes throughout this video, so bear with me. I actually went to preschool with his twin brother, and I didn't even know it. Because the only reason I do know, because I have my school pictures, like in elementary school, you do like a big class picture and stuff. On picture day, when you get your individual pictures and you do a class picture. So I have all my class pictures from like every year of school up until middle. But yeah, and I was in preschool like twice, 2 years in a row. So like I think it was my first time, no, had to be my second time in preschool. Yeah. We were in the class, I was in class with his twin brother. So that's just a little interesting thing. But me and Jess became friends in first grade. I do not know how we became friends, to be honest. I can't even tell you that, because I'm just gonna say right here, guys, when telling stories, my memory is trash, so just bear with me. I do my best though, so just bear with me. But yeah, we became friends, and we were, I would say, pretty much almost inseparable. I mean, I don't know if I would technically say it, but we went to each other's birthday parties. I remember him and his brother would come over our house, and we would play this game, which actually we used that chest they were playing. Let me show you guys. You see that chest right there that all the stuff's on top of? That used to be in my living room, and we used to like keep blankets and shit in it, but yeah, just fix this. But yeah, and yeah, we keep blankets in it, but when Josh and his brother would come over, we would take it out and we would play vampires. So one of us would lay in the chest and then like rise up out of it, and the other two have to run away. It was weird. But we were kids, and I remember that coming to birthday parties and stuff. Like my birthday party at the bowling alley, and then when I was older, we had one in the backyard. I forget how old it was, but I have the pictures if you guys are curious. Not for this video, but if you guys want it, if interested, let me know in the comments. But anyways, so yeah, we were best friends, Like I remember one year for Halloween, we went trick-or-treating together. He was a Power Ranger. I believe that was the year I was the cowgirl. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. And also another crazy thing, found they had a younger sister, and her name was Kelly as well. So like we have the same name. That was just kind of funny. But another two, my dad actually knows his uncle. But yeah, it was just, we were best friends, and we did this. We went trunk-or-treating, which I don't know if you guys know what it is, but basically what it is, like it would be at our school, and like parents and stuff can come, set up their cars, like decorate for Halloween, and like their trunks be open, and you would walk around and you would trick-or-treat from their trunks, hence why it's called trunk-or-treat. There was like a school event they would do for Halloween. It was fun. Like, it was just have all these good memories together, of us just being best friends and hanging out. Like, so that's why I understand why what happened. So I would say it's around 5th grade. I feel like 5th grade is when we kind of started to kind of drift apart, even though I don't know if it's really drifting apart, but I feel like that's kind of, we weren't as hanging out as much and stuff. Actually, I don't know, because one of the parties we went to, it was like I had it outside, and I believe that was like when I was in 5th grade, so I don't know. But I feel like 5th grade is kind of, I don't know, but yeah. And he started hanging out with this other kid, and I'm just gonna say his name too, Adrian. I'm sorry, I know I keep adjusting this. And yeah, and like they started hanging out, especially in 6th grade, and they kind of started bullying me for no fucking reason at all. Like I remember they would like give me the finger and stuff, and I would tell a teacher, nothing would get done. And another little side note, but I remember we had a substitute teacher one day, and I can't fully remember this clearly, but I told her that our regular teacher wasn't doing anything about the bullying. And then when she came back, my actual teacher, she pulled me out to a hall and said, "Oh, you told your substitute that I wasn't doing anything." Well, it was the fucking truth, bitch. You weren't doing anything to stop it. And I kept going to her, and I hated her, to be honest. Like, and I've never hated a teacher, but I hated her because she never did anything. But it's just stuff like that. I can't remember what else they did, but I know they did other stuff. I don't know if like this, my brain blocked it out, but like this kid Adrian, I never did anything to. You know what I mean? Like, I never even talked to him. Like, you guys have to remember, I was always a super shy and quiet kid. You know, I like never talked to anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I never talked. So like, I never said a word to this kid. I didn't even know this kid till 6th grade. And like, Josh started hanging out with him, and he started giving me a hard time, and our friendship just fell apart. And it sucked. You know, just for, if you're wondering where his brother was and all that, like, thing is, me and his brother weren't, I would say, like, really friends. Like, we kind of were friends, but like, he would just kind of tag along with Josh and me, like Josh coming to parties and stuff. Like, I would kind of consider him a friend, but not really. It was just most like me and Josh were like the friends, and you know, he was there. Like I said, I had nothing against the brother. Loki used to have a crush on him in elementary school, but you know, I never had anything against him. But we like more like friends, like how me and Josh were friends, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I don't know what he ever thought about what happened to me and Josh or anything like that. But it just sucks, you know, because he was my friend. He was literally my best friend, like pretty much my only friend. Like, I had this other friend Joey, but we like, that I've known since kindergarten, but we weren't as close as me and Josh were. And like, we did fell out of touch, you know, a long time ago, which sucks. But I don't know, I just don't understand the whole situation with Josh. Like, he started hanging out with this kid and he started picking on me, and I never did anything to Josh, and I never did anything to this Adrian kid. So I don't know why they had it out for me. And it did hurt me, because, you know, literally, he was my only friend. But, you know, so yeah, it was middle school, high school, didn't talk, and then high school, you know, like, when we graduated, started a little bit talking again, and he did apologize. I forget exactly what he said and, like, why he did it, but, you know, obviously hanging out with Adrian, like, I think it was, like, Adrian's idea to do that to me, if I remember correctly. But he did somewhat apologize, but here's where it gets fucked up again. So you guys know my friend Leanne, and we used to have another friend, we're just gonna call her E. And I have some stories about her if you guys are interested, but she's another one I felt me and Leanne fell out of touch with, like, years ago. I mean, we wish we can find her and reach out again, but it is what it is. Maybe one day we will. But anyways, and we were gonna throw a party for her, because her birthday's in August. And we were gonna throw up like a little party in my backyard for her. We did, you know, it's me, her, and Leanne. And Josh was supposed to pick up our friend E and, you know, bring her to our house for the party, and he was gonna stay and hang out. And he didn't. You know, our friend E had walked to my house. It wasn't incredibly far, but it was still like a distance. But anyways, and he like, we would text him, he didn't respond, and like, he kind of blew us off. So I mean, I don't know what his problem is. You know what I mean? Like, I thought we were getting somewhere. Like, he apologized, we started talking and thing, or like, I thought maybe we can build a friendship again, but then he does that. It's just, I don't know. I just don't understand the whole situation, and it's heartbreaking. Especially like when I always felt like I was a good friend to him. Like, we hung out, laughed, like, I don't know. It's just an upsetting thing for me, because he's my own friend, and then, you know, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I know the story probably a little bit confusing. I did my best to explain things, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of this situation, and like, there's been a few times I've thought about reaching out to him. You know, like, is that something I want to do? Is like, do I want to open up that can of worms again? You know what I mean? Like, I do too, like, and I do wonder, like, does he ever think about me and stuff? Which, I know that sounds weird, but I will say, though, a couple years ago, I did shoot my shot with him. Like, I did kind of in a way ask him out, or like, just say how I liked him. He did turn me down, but it is what it is, you know. At this point, I don't know, like, and it's like, now I'm thinking, like, should I reach out to him, or should I not? No, it's just happened, especially thinking about our memories together, like, how much fun we used to have and stuff. Like, I don't know. It just sucks for me. Because because I could have had this really great friendship with him, you know, like, you hear these stories of people being friends with people since they were kids, and it's like, that would be something so cool to have, you know, to be friends with someone, you know, since you were a kid. And like, I could have had this with Josh, but he had a turn on me. You know, I am glad that he did apologize, but then he did, like, fuck me over again with, you know, our friend's party, you know, blowing us off. But it is what it is, you know, I can't harp on the past. And I don't know. I want to say I forgive him, but I don't know. That's the thing. I want to be like, oh, I forgive you, you know. And I want to know too, which I'm never getting answers for, unfortunately, but I want to know why Adrian had it out for me. Like, I want to know why he didn't like me. Like, I'm telling you, I have never once talked to this kid in my life. Even after all this shit went down with him, like, I never said one word to him. Like, I don't know if he ever had classes after that, to be honest, like in middle high school. To be honest, like, I just don't understand it, but guess I never will. But yeah, if you guys want to hear more stories about other people, you know, other kids I went to school with and stuff about them, let me know in the comments. I know I'm not like the best storyteller in the world, but I try my best. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And let me know if you want to hear more story time. But yeah, I mean, that's it for this video, guys. It was like a quick story. You know, none of the other stories I have to tell, not like super long stories or anything, or, you know, but yeah, I feel like why not? Time to spill the tea. Put it all out there, you know. Because I like watching storytime videos myself on YouTube. I think they're interesting. So I figured why not make some of my own. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know if you want more. But I love you guys so much. Please follow me on my socials. Follow everyone in my description, guys. Please subscribe to me. Please like, and please comment. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll answer them. But I love you anyway so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.